Just doing a video on a little problem I'm having with the laser cutter. Not really sure what the issue is yet. So the software settings, it's the x-axis I'm using. Those are the settings I've got. User parameters. Okay, so I've got a micrometer over there, so what I'll do is I'll send it home by hitting reset. So now it's at home. So now what I'll do is send it to 320. Right, so then I'll adjust this so that it's exactly on 0. Go back here. Send it to 1. It's at 1 now. So now if I go back here, send it back to 320. You can see it's gone way past 0 for some reason, and it goes this exact same amount every time. So if I do it again, go back to 1. See, it doesn't hit the limit switch on the way back. So I think it might only be losing steps in one direction. Well, not losing steps, but something wrong in one direction. So send it back to 320 again. And now you can see it's moved double the amount it did last time. Go back to here. Send it back to 1. Limit switch. $320. And it's moved that distance again. So it looks like it increments. I'm just leaning on the desk. Whoops. So it looks like it increments by about 5 every time I move it back and forth. And I'm not really sure what it is, apart from this mount itself not being very stable. But sort of you'd notice if it was off like that. If I wobble this stepper motor down here, it only gives sort of like a tiny fraction of a difference. And if I wobble the main drive stepper motor, gives hardly any difference at all. So it seems as if something's adding steps every time I move it. So now I'll try sending it actually home instead of 1 and see if it triggers the limit switch. So send it to 0. So it hits the limit switch exactly, so it hasn't moved any further. Like when you take it back home, it hasn't moved any further out that way. As when you go over there, it's moved further out. when you come back it still goes to home exactly. So yeah, I'm using 1/16 micro stepping on this driver, and I believe it's all wired up correctly, and 24 volt power supply. Anyway, yeah, that's the issue I'm having.